Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pink Sock Reacts. We are back at you on Wednesday. It is noon, y'all. How's y'all's morning going? If you are in Gorak's area, how's your night or morning going? And if you're anywhere
Good
else,
morning.
yeah, how's your evening or night going? I don't know. Time zone's weird. Um,
Yeah.
Today we're going to be doing 31, which is a Rob Zombie film from 2016. This particular movie is Rob Zombie's first ever crowdfunded movie.
It was too, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. It's a first for Rob. I'm sorry, I'm chewing on oatmeal. All I had this morning for breakfast was a smoothie. Really good
That's all
smoothie.
right.
Yeah, this was Rob Zombie's first ever crowdfunded film. Rob Zombie also considers this to be his most brutal film to date.
Yes, I agree.
Also, Sherry Moon Zombie was in the middle of quitting smoking during the film, which he said added to the misery of her character.
Quitting smoking.
Yeah, that's why her character seemed in such misery during the movie, is because Sherry Moon Zombie was suffering from the withdrawals from smoking.
From the character from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got you now.
Sherry Moon Zombie was quitting smoking. Some fans who helped fund the movie have roles in Murder as the Murder World Goons. So a lot of the goons are played by fans that crowdfunded it.
Yeah, right.
The movie was shot in 20 days.
20.
Yep.
Fuck. That has to be like the quickest
Yep. That is pretty
filming. You know what I mean? Like 20 days, 20 days of doing that. Like
That is
he would have been like, I got the free time. Let's fucking do this. 20 days. Here we go. Here's a budget. This is what we're gonna do.
and then go on tour.
Yeah, and then promote the shit out of it on the TVs. What he normally does.
So the beginning sequence with Doomhead was originally shot in color. That's a really interesting fact as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going through some interesting facts before we jump into the movie. There was a popular rumor surrounding that Bill Moseley and Sid Haig both turned down roles, but that is not true. They were not approached to be in this movie.
Bill Moseley would have been good in this.
He would have been great in this. And there's two different versions of this movie, an R-rated version and an NC-17 version. It has two different ratings. So, without further ado, let's talk about this movie. We're not going to go from beginning to end. We're just going to do what we normally do and talk about our favorite scenes. But before I talk about my favorite scenes, how is that opening sequence, bro?
That was brutal. Like
That was-
beyond brutal. Like to me, it kind of had the Joker vibes.
Joker and kind of Captain Spaulding.
A little bit, yeah.
Like,
if you mix them two together.
He reminded me a little of Bill Moseley.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when I first bought this movie on DVD, because I watched it yesterday, because I was like looking for it and it was in my little storage box, so I put it on and stuff like that. Watched it. The first time when I watched it, because I was really hyped for the movie at the time when they released it, and yeah, I was really excited, but I wasn't really a fan of it until, you know, maybe a few months later down the track, I'll watch it again and I appreciate it more. Yeah. What's his name? Who's the guy that plays Doomhead?
Oh, that's Richard Drake.
Yeah, the one that was on Free from Hell.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Oh, sorry, Richard Brake, not Drake. Richard Brake.
I forgot the name, but he was really good.
Fun fact: Richard Brake was also in the first Batman movie, 1989, and he was also in Batman Begins in 2005.
As who?
Joe Chill.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
I did not know that until now.
You're welcome. But
Like, yeah.
the opening sequence kind of brings back to the fact that Rob Zombie did state in an interview during the screening that he compares this movie to Devil's Rejects.
I would have compared this movie to Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Saw.
That's what I was going to say, plus with a little bit of the Devil's Rejects type acting and filming.
But like the whole script line to this movie, to that movie was like Saw meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Fuck
for
yeah, dude.
sure.
I can see that.
But it's like next level, like Saw, you know. And Knocking Back Down, he would have been a good Jigsaw.
So to explain to the people that are watching this, there is going to be spoilers, so I apologize if that's not what you want. Click off of here. But 31 is about this group of carnies who are kidnapped by a group of clowns, and they end up in this kind of a game where there's different stages, and you have to fight for your survival because there's going to be a clown or clowns after you, and you have to off them before they off you. It starts off with this little person who is a Nazi that is after them, and then it goes on to these two people with chainsaws, and then it goes on to this clown and a female, and then the last one is Doomhead. I don't know if the game is always set up that way because clowns are dying and stuff. I think they're all on call because there is a scene where Doomhead gets a phone call. So I believe all of the clowns are on call for this event. The main clowns, which are considered pastors and sisters and fathers and all that, kind of like a religion, they are gambling on who is going to make it to the end. Each level, each person gets a survival rate, and it keeps changing. I think that's pretty much what the movie's about. Doomhead is the clown in the beginning of the movie. He does this. So I got something in my throat. Probably oatmeal. He does this long speech to this preacher about how a cockroach gets its head cut off, it's still alive, and he compares that to his religion and how that rotting corpse is still there, even in the name of God or whatever. So it's a really interesting and fun thing to quote at the very beginning of the movie. Doomhead has a lot of quotable lines. He's hilarious. I kind of wish Midnight Wolfman was used in this way.
Yeah. What that little midget guy, shithead, whatever his fucking name is.
Forget his name.
Yeah, it's a shithead.
Sickhead.
Sickhead? I call him shithead because he was a little shit.
He's not shithead, he's sickhead.
Yeah, I don't care. Shithead. Fuck, dude. He was so creepy.
He was.
But the two clowns,
mm-hmm.
like they were actually pretty cool. In that. What's that? Sorry.
Which two? Because there was the two with the chainsaws, and then there was the woman and the male.
Nah, the ones with the chainsaws. I thought they were pretty good. Like that scene where they're in a little circus area. Yeah, and then when that woman was pretty much like set them up, it was like a trap and shit. But some of the lines in that movie were a bit like some of it was good, but most of it was just like, stop saying that.
Most of the lines in the movie that were good was Richard Brake's parts where he was Doomhead. I mean, there's a lot of really funny lines, like his line towards the end where he's like, I pulled my crusty penis out of a whore's ass or some shit like that. Like, it was fucking funny.
That sounds like, what's your favorite pickup line? That.
The exact quote is, and I sent it to you. He said, I didn't yank my crusty old dong out of some whore's asshole for a quickie wham bam thank you ma'am. I came to get down and dirty. Oh yeah. That
That
should be
sounds
your
like
Tinder
that should be a
profile.
that should be a Rob Zombie song.
Bro, that should be your Tinder profile.
Report.
But the movie has a lot of violence. It's really good in that aspect. The violence is very Rob Zombie-ish.
Yeah, that was like next level Rob Zombie-ish.
It
Right.
is the most violent film he's done so far, in my opinion.
And maybe Free from Hell.
What's your favorite scenes, though, Greg?
The two clowns with the chainsaws.
Oh, that was your favorite? I knew those were your favorite clowns. I just didn't know if that was your favorite scene.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool scene. I thought that scene was actually well shot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to like all the other fighting scenes and stuff in that movie. But
I believe,
and the ending was good too. How it stops between Sherry and Doomhead.
mm-hmm.
And you're thinking like what's gonna happen next?
They need to do a sequel.
That would be cool, called 32.
Yeah. 31-2. 31-2.
31-2 comes back.
That ending kind of reminded me of Devil's Rejects.
A little bit, yes, but without the gun shooting.
Yeah, without the gun shooting. It reminded, not Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpse.
Oh, yeah.
At the very end.
Maybe wake up in the car.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that with the vehicle behind. That was a really cool scene. Now, I believe the two clowns with chainsaws should have been saved for like the last clowns before Doomhead, because I don't think the two, like the female one and the male one, was really as threatening. They were threatening, but they weren't as threatening as the two people with fucking chainsaws. Also, I found it awesome that if you were paying attention to the movie, the female clown that's after them is the female that was hitting on that one guy at the gas station.
Yeah, I forget what was his name, but anyway.
I'm awful with real names, but it was Roscoe is his name, Roscoe Pepper.
Yeah. It was a good movie. The acting in it was not too bad either.
It wasn't. It was actually, I believe Sherry Moon and the cast gets better per movie. The acting was much better than, of course, House of a Thousand Corpse. I believe the movie writing was a little better than Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, I think this was like his third or fourth film.
This was about his fourth film, I do believe. I could be mistaken. Upon research, let me double check, because I don't want us to give wrong information. This would be his ninth film.
Oh, really?
Well, eighth, technically. He released House of a Thousand Corpse, then Devil's Rejects, then Halloween, then Werewolf Women of the SS, which is not a real movie. Halloween 2, The Haunted World of El Bisto, and then Lords of Salem, then the Zombie Horror Picture Show, which is a live performance, and then 31. So this is like his sixth technical film.
Yeah. He always seems to like film things based like on the 70s, but like, have you noticed like it was like on Halloween?
Mm-hmm. It was on Halloween, and also this is really interesting to me. The movie, this is the first movie, if I'm not mistaken, that he shot without using the original film. Like, he used to shoot with film.
Yeah.
This is his first movie that he shot with modern day technology, and he just converted it to looking like film.
Yeah. And it worked out so well.
It worked out very well.
Yeah. But but overall, I thought it was a decent movie. Like, I like it now. Like,
I like it a lot more now than I ever did.
Yeah, same. It was the same thing with Lords of Salem as well.
Another interesting note is this isn't Richard Brake's first Doomish role. He actually played in the 2005 movie Doom.
Ah,
so nice. He played Doomhead, and he's in Doom.
Is that with Dwayne Johnson? Yeah.
No, this was the 2005 one. I don't think that's the one with Dwayne Johnson. Let me double check. Yes, this is the one with Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I heard that was shit.
I've heard that too. I'd never watched it, but I find it interesting that he plays Doomhead and he was in the movie Doom.
Yeah, fits in so well.
So,
yeah.
So if you had to fight any of the clowns, like if you had to choose which one you had to fight for survival, which ones would you have chose?
Doomhead.
You're asking for death.
I might have a 99.0.1% of winning.
I was asking for your survival, which one would you choose? And you chose the most threatening one?
Yeah, I can outrun him. You know, I can hide in small corners. I can jump barricades.
Fair. What do you think happened at the very end of the movie? Like when the credits ended, what happened between her
in
and
my imagination, I reckon it's gonna be a bloodfest.
Like he's gonna fucking bludgeon her?
Yeah, or whatever. Because he had a pocket knife, yeah?
Yeah, and she had nothing.
And she just had a fist.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, eh? That kind of leaves it open.
And my thought is if he does do that to her, like let's say he does finish her off, does that mean he is fired from 31 because he was supposed to stop after 31 ends in 12 hours, which I forgot to mention. The game goes on for 12 hours. So you think he would have gotten fired for that?
I think so.
How about let's go this route? They shake hands and she becomes one of them.
Yeah.
Because
we're talking WWE here now.
No, think about it. The two chainsaw clowns are like, we don't want to be here. What if that's true? What if the survivors each time are forced to become them?
Them. Maybe. Yeah.
Thought for you.
I'll fight Malcolm McDowell in there, though.
He's not even an option, bro. He's fucking Michael McDowell plays one of the higher ups. He plays Father, here's his full name. Father Napoleon Horatio Silas Murder.
What the fuck is that? Just call him Jigsaw 2.0.
He does kind of look like him, don't he?
Yeah, if they ever did like a reboot of Saw, Malcolm McDowell plays Jigsaw.
You know who else Michael McDowell could play?
Who?
Hannibal Lecter. If they ever did a new a new Silence of the Lambs, that'd be fucking cool. So
I could see that.
What do you rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 31? I'm just kidding. 1 to 10. We're not doing the clip to 31. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck, dude. It'll be too late.
Actually, 21 to 31. That makes sense.
21 to 31. So 21 will be 1, correct?
Yes, and 31 will be 10.
Okay. I'll go 26.5, which is something.
You don't even know what that is?
No.
26.5 would be 6.5.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm happy with that.
I go with 27. Well, let's meet in the middle. 26.5 is what we give it, which would be a 6.5. 31's a great movie, in my opinion. I'm not going to say Rob Zombie's one of the best horror movie directors. He's not. But he did a great job with these movies for somebody who's never done a crowd-funded thing before, and for somebody who threw it together in 20 days.
I'd like to see him do The Ring.
I would love to see him do other horror movies, remakes, but I also want to see what else is in his fucked up mind, because this movie and Lords of Salem and Devil's Rejects, they're all completely different films, yet they're similar in a way.
Very similar. He was going to do a movie called Broad Street Bullies.
Uh-huh.
It's about the famous hockey team I can't remember where it was in America. They always get into fights and brawls, and he was going to do a documentary on it, movie. But then it got cancelled because of locations, and he couldn't get rights to do this and all that, and all this stuff, but it was in the talks, and he was gonna do it. It was gonna be in production, but it just didn't happen.
That is fucking crazy, dude. I wish it would have happened. I don't know if Rob Zombie's doing any more films. I haven't seen anything advertised. I haven't heard him say anything about it.
I think he's just going back on tour and it's soon.
Yeah, like
Because I know Riggs has been promoting it.
what's really weird with Rob Zombie though is because like he doesn't usually announce his films. He shows a fucking trailer while he's touring, and then people hear about it.
Yeah, which is kind of cool, I think.
It is because I saw him when he was promoting Lords of Salem, and then I saw him for 31, and then 3 from Hell, I think. I saw him live for that. During his tour, he did the Munsters, so I already knew that was coming out, though. But like each tour, right before he comes out, he's like, "This is my next movie." But judging by his amount of time between movies, he's got 2 to 3 years in between movies, so we might not see another movie until 2024, 2025.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he's just done with movies for now.
He might. I mean, normally he tours a year or two, and then he works on a movie, and then a year or two. I don't blame him. It's hard work to make a movie and tour, let alone do them both at the same goddamn time.
And write music too.
Right. And writing music. So, buddy, we already did Halloween, right? We already did House of a Thousand Corpses. We already did Devil's Rejects. Did we do Halloween 2?
Nope.
Okay, we still need to do Halloween 2. Were we going to do The Haunted World of El Bisto?
If you want, but since you've already seen Evil Dead Rise, we could do that.
Well, I was thinking bust out the Rob Zombie films, do our ranking, and then do other movies.
Yeah.
I was thinking Halloween 2 maybe next week. Are we doing The Haunted World of El Bisto or not? Because it's an animated film, but it is still Rob Zombie.
Yeah, no. I'll probably skip it.
Skip it, but do it as its own thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just do it, but let's do it this way. Let's do Halloween 2 next week. Actually, Evil Dead Rise next week. Halloween 2, and then The Haunted World of El Bisto. We already did Munsters. We already did 3 from Hell, so then we can do the ranking.
Yeah.
So next week,
we can rank all the movies.
Yes. We are going to do, you heard it here first, folks. We're going to do Evil Dead Rise next week. Then we're going to do Halloween 2, then Super El Bisto, and then we're going to rank all the Rob Zombie films. Stay tuned for more information on upcoming episodes of Pink Sock as the week progresses. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, all of that at allmylinks.com/Pink Sock Podcast.
And only friends.
We're not on there. And
I said only friends, not only fans. Friends.
We were not on there either. Gorak over here is on Instagram, Gorak_1985. He got his account back recently. What were you going to say, Gorak?
And only fans. I mean, friends.
You're on there?
No.
But that was Pink Sock Reacts.
Shaking my Twinkie.
You're going to shake your Twinkie. Any final words, Gorak?
No. I'll be doing some more TikTok live stuff, music-wise, but other than that, no.
All right, guys. That was Pink Sock Reacts to 31. We ranked at 6.5, which is 26.5. Love you all. See you Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And I've got some announcements coming up. So follow me personally on Instagram, on Facebook and stuff. I am found at allmylinks.com/ I believe official Mike Usenick.
And he's pregnant, and it's not my kid. Thank fuck for that.
Oh, come on, motherfucker. It's yours. It is your kid. You're the baby daddy. Own up to it. I'm going to have you own up to it right now.
Yeah, I'm going to sell it.
Come on. You can sell it.
I need the cash.
I do too, dude. Split it in 2. It's both of our kids.
I split it in 2.
But yeah, you can find me at allmylinks.com / official Mike Usenick. You can find Pink Sock Podcast at allmylinks.com / Pink Sock Podcast. You have me.
And only friends.
Stop with that shit. We're not on there yet. I mean, we're not on there.
Well, man, I'm trying to promote it.
Love you guys. Love you, Gorak. Thank you for tuning in each and every morning. You are fucking incredible. And as always, live long, rock hard, motherfuckers.
Stay hard and be kind.
Stay hard and check out all of the podcasts that we support in the description below. I forgot to mention that. And also check out Only Strains on Facebook. Love you all.
Say only fans. I mean friends.
Strains.
Same thing. That's the code word.
Love you all. As always, live long, rock hard.
Bye-bye.